It's Steve from my Shady Squad. I know it's you, motherfucker.
Niggas come around me acting gangsta, I ain't buying it. He tried to run off, I dumped the Draco where his spine is. 762 God, I got that name because I'm fine it. Red we live for life, post on the block, this where I'm dying it. If I shoot my gun, 300 shots don't come behind it. And if I ever ran, the police probably was behind me. Been in the corner, jumping fences, hitting them gates, and now we lit. Who can't do a show up in the city, bitch, this my shit.
What's up, guys? Good morning. How are we doing this morning? We're back here for more Cyraxx nonsense. Cyraxx did some videos last night, whining at the trolls, at William Glory Hole, saying some things he shouldn't say, and then eventually, as he always does, he retired. He retired at the end of his long night of being angry at the trolls. He loves to retire. It's one of his favorite things to do, guys. So we have some videos to watch of him going through his full cycle in basically like 12 hours. Before we start, we got some super chats to go through, guys. 5 from Roboto-san is a stalker. Thanks for having me on again, Steve. Just wish Alan had actually shown up and told us his dealio. But hey, they all run eventually, sooner or later. Yeah, well, you know, just like Cyraxx, Alan is definitely doing that. 5 from Roboto-san is a stalker. Used to like wavy web surf, but I don't respect anyone that fears consequences from Cyraxx. It's like being genuinely afraid of a chihuahua. Yeah, it is. He completely kowtowed to Cyraxx. It's shameful. Shameful. 2 from Mr. Jessel. He's retired more times than Ric Flair. Yes, he has. He has. More times than Ric Flair. More times than anyone in the history of humanity. And it's wild for a man who's never had a job. He actually retires daily. 5 from Hillbilly Wizard. Cannot believe I'm actually happy to see regular racks back on, but these are strange times. These are very strange times, guys. Very strange times. And 5 from Wild Weaver Gaming. Why do you keep using this word, retirement? I do not think it means what you think it means. Yes, exactly. He has no idea what retirement means because he's never actually had a job, so he just thinks retirement is a word you can throw out there. It doesn't mean anything to him. But anyways, enough of that intro, enough of the Steve talking. Let's start watching Cyraxx videos. So he came on last night after his little panel with William Glory Hole to show that he's actually the real Rick Tofin. Up 5 from Noel. Hold on. Wavy admitted that he made a mistake by removing the Cyraxx segment. He should have known better than submitting to the Gabo. Yeah, I agree, 100%. And 2 from Stomper. Cyraxx is going through the cycles at a record pace. He is. He's cycling faster than ever, guys. So we have our first video. It is Cyraxx claiming to be Rick Tofin and hacking into his account to lie to the world and prove that he's actually the music producer whose name's on these tracks, despite the fact that Cyraxx's name is not Rick Tofin. He's never been named Richtofen. He's never had an account named Richtofen. Cyraxx is definitely going to prove to the world that he's the real Richtofen, guys. So, almost forgot. Big shout out to where's the thing? Goblin Records, for not only cutting, I think the first 2 of these are cut by Goblin Records, and also I completely missed the second one until he like just posted the video like 10 minutes ago, and I was like, oh my god, we have like 45 more minutes of Cyraxx videos that he didn't even realize we had to show, which is, I guess a bonus. But yeah, big shout out Goblin Records for cutting these and alerting Steve there was more. So anyways, let's start out with Cyraxx showing the world that he's really Richtofen.
Hello, everyone.
Oh my god, the audio is terrible. And also, I almost forgot, guys. Here's a fly. Alright, let's do this.
So I guess I have to do something that I didn't really want to have to do, and prove that I am the sole owner of the BandLab account of Richtofen.
Yeah, we are.
So here we go.
We are. I'm guessing this is going to be at least 2 hours. If not more, after we get through all of his whining. It's going to be a long one, guys.
We're going to go to bandlab.com.
Yes, bandlab.com is definitely the place where you go when you want to prove that 1, you're a professional musician, 2, that you own the copyrights, and 3, that you're not bothered by trolls. We go to bandlab.com to prove this.
And we are going to go to account. Oh look.
I bet you're right. But he never thinks about this stuff. He just sees a free app and thinks, oh, I can become famous off of some free app and
follower. Numbers Hub. Here's the message, all the notifications. Right here. Messages which are empty. And what's this? The R for Richtofen?
Yeah, the R on the profile name totally proves he's this real man named Richtofen, and he totally owns his music. This is how it goes in court. You go, hey, look, there's an R on my avatar. That proves I'm the there's an R on his avatar. I'll just leave it at that. 5 from Roboto-san is a stalker. Sorry. 5 from Roboto-san is a stalker. Richtofen from Call of Duty Zombies. What a forever 14-year-old still thinks it's cool to shout out 10-year-old video games that used to be popular. Isn't Call of Duty Zombies old? Isn't it like 15 years old? Older than that. It's right in Cyraxx's age range, 15. 2 from Blake. I'm sorry to say I'm retiring from chat. Oh, I'm sorry, Blake. You'll be back tomorrow.
Now let's go right here to... Oh, what's this?
Yes, he is retiring again. He's retiring after going through his full cycle, but that's not for like another hour and a half of this show. He's gonna whine about trolls and say stupid things for a while before he finally gets around to retiring. Cause you know, he has to get all the attention he can.
Right here. Richtofen. Ooh, that's my shit, ain't it? Yeah.
2 from Blake. Man, it feels good to be back. Yeah, I knew you'd be back. You're always gonna come back. Just like Cyraxx.
Go here to projects. Look. All my projects. Including American Outcast. My Afterlife Trap remix.
Remember yesterday we saw him show his ChatGPT records of him asking ChatGPT not only write the lyrics for the album, but to name the album. Like literally he did absolutely nothing. Even if he wants to claim he did this, he didn't even do this. He had ChatGPT do everything. Hey, make a song like Black Veil Brides about darkness and being a little goblin, and ChatGPT spits out lyrics.
Falling in the shadows. And if y'all don't believe me still, I'm going to take it a step further. and I'm going to log out. Then I'm going to go and I'm going to log.
I think it's pretty much impulse. He has a bad night. He thinks about it for 20 minutes. He retires, hoping it's going to stop all the trolls, and then he sits there just waiting for everyone to go away, and then they'll go away in like a half hour or 45 minutes, and he gets mad and makes another video.
Back in by going here to
2 from Faust. Thus, I have proven I made these garbage songs. Yes, he doesn't even prove it and they're still garbage, but yes, he proved to the world that he's the creator on BandLabs.
my Google account. Oh, what's this? Toffin Rick 9. But look at the name. Rick
And that was very, very smart to show his email addresses. He's a very smart man.
Toffin. And continue. Oh, look, ladies and gents. Right there, Rick Toffin. Hey, look, that's my shit. Oh, what's this? I go here to my projects. What's this? My song, American Outcast? So yeah, William's a fake.
William's the fake. I'm the real Call of Duty character. Guys, that's me. I'm the real Call of Duty character who makes ChatGPT lyrics into songs. Okay, yeah, cool. Bye from Roboto Sad as the Stalker. Your email address doesn't mean anything, Rax. I also use Rick Tofen email address, but it hasn't been used in years. Yes, it doesn't mean anything. I got a lot of email addresses. Anyways, okay. So that was his little proof that he's actually Rick Tofen. It definitely convinces the world that he's the real Rick Tofen. So then he came on. To do basically the same thing, but for another 45 minutes. It's for another 45 minutes, whining again how he's the real music artist and how he owns all these songs and all that stupid shit he does. And it's really long and it's really tiring. So we're gonna watch it.
Oh yeah, so I'm gonna wait for y'all to get up in here.
Yeah, you guys gotta wait. He's gotta wait for his like 3 or 4 Facebook followers to get in there because this is an important message that his 4 friends on Facebook really need to see. He's gotta wait for an audience. Ridiculous. Yeah, get in there deep. Yeah, guys, again, we gotta raise that TCWL awareness, guys. You know, they affect 1 in 8.5 billion little boys every day, and you know, we gotta find a cure for those troll-caused wiggly legs.
Wait for y'all to get up in here, man.
Still waiting for people to get in there. He's only gonna get 4 to 5 people in there. What is he waiting for?
A lot of y'all probably wondering, like, dude, what are you doing going live at like fucking 12 at night, bro? Like, shouldn't you be asleep?
Oh, good. He did this at midnight. He did this at midnight to whine about the trolls. I mean, after yesterday, after going on William's panel and raging out and all this stupid shit he does, he comes live at midnight to whine about the trolls. Why? Because Sally was asleep and she wasn't gonna call him away.
First off, I do music. I work at weird hours. It's what I do. Alright.
I work at weird hours. You drink coffee all day because you think it makes you like an adult if you drink coffee all day. So you're up till 4 in the morning. It's not because you're delusional little boy. Oh yeah, I'm up at midnight because I'm working so hard. Cyraxx, you don't work on anything except cranking your hog.
Right. But that ain't why we're here. Well, it is while we're here, but not while we're here. Nah. As y'all know, I've been doing music since 2009. Well, I started officially in 2010. And as y'all know, over the last 6 years,
5 from Roboto saying is a stalker. Rax, you've went live at 4 in the morning before. I expect you to go live anytime, 24/7, and you never fail me in that regard. Yeah, pretty much. Any time of day he feels like going live, he does, because he lives on caffeine and no sleep and rage. That's all he does is go live. 2 from Mr. Jessel. Clearly still not brushing his teeth. No, obviously not still brushing his teeth, his hair, the dog, anything in that house.
William Gloryhole, who is a troll, has had his hand in stealing my music. Like, it's been very, very fucked up.
This is what he felt the need to go live at. This was so important to again say for the millionth time, William Gloryhole steals my music. Like this is a boy who has no friends, no one to talk to, nothing going on in his life except for his delusions that he's gonna be a musician. And all he can think about is, oh, this is the biggest thing in the world. But he has no one to talk to because no one fucking cares anymore. So he goes live at midnight, like he's exposing William. This is gonna be the big exposure. But like he's just gonna whine about the same stuff he whines every day, multiple times a day. Look, he steals my music. He's a bad guy. Look, I'm gonna play this video where he says, I don't want you to make any money. Don't you guys believe me? He's the bad guy. Why isn't everyone paying me and making me famous? I just showed you the evidence again. It's ridiculous, boy.
You know.
Yep.
Yep.
William couldn't care less, because I hear William's getting a Grammy for his work. I mean, it's still, the Grammys are many months away. They still got to announce the nominees. But I hear Lance Chilkins is even being considered for a Grammy this year. So you never know. 2 from Death God Duo. I was exercising the other day and TCWL syndrome got me. It's no laughing matter, Steve. It's no laughing matter. We have to end TCWL today, guys. Those troll-caused wiggly legs. They affect so many people.
It's beyond fuck. Like,
oh shit!
Shit!
We have a Cash App from I believe it's Bat Brat. It's $40. Says Happy Friday, Steve. Well, thank you, Bat Brat. I appreciate that.
Fucker has literally sat there and openly admitted.
And happy Friday to you, and happy Friday to you all. I hope you're all having a wonderful Friday, because Cyraxx is never having a good day.
2, stealing my music. He has said it on live stream multiple times, as well as me getting video evidence and photo evidence.
2 from John Cena. Thanks for saying Roboto Sands' name correctly. Well, you're welcome. You're welcome, guys.
Of this motherfucker openly admitting to not only stealing my music, but also sat there and said that his main goal is to keep me.
Oh yeah, shocking. Cyraxx is really leaning on that one little clip of William saying, well, I'm not going to let you make any money. And Cyraxx really thinks somehow, at some point in the world, people are going to like, oh my god, he said that. Well, we got to make sure Cyraxx can make money. We got to love Cyraxx, because William Gloryhole said he can't this is a sad thing. Sad thing from a boy who can't come up with a better plan than to try to convince everybody he's a good guy despite all the evidence that he's the worst person in the world. I know. Did I play it? No, the fan's moving. He's just frozen.
From making a living. And you know what's really fucked up? I have all the evidence to show. Matter of fact, I'm lucky this motherfucker didn't get his hands on one of my songs.
Good. Oh, okay. Yeah. Cyraxx saved a few songs that William get his hands on, and that's totally gonna make Cyraxx famous now, because he saved a few songs from William. That was the key. That was the key. Just a few songs from William, And that'll just be all he needs.
That I just recorded earlier this morning.
So he cranked out another couple of crappy songs in like an hour and a half before he did this video, and he's like, "Well, yeah, that's gonna help me." I mean, the other songs I wrote the other day, they're gone. You know, they're done. He got them, but I wrote a few songs earlier today. It's gonna boost my career.
And honestly, dude, I don't give a fuck about Wavy at this point. And y'all want to know what songs this man has stolen? He's stolen a lot of my songs from me, dude. Everything from my most popular song, Street Racing Scene. Street Racing Scene 2.0, which was the updated, more revamped, chilled and relaxed version.
There's nothing better to just encapsulate Cyraxx, the man who does nothing good, has never had a good idea in his entire fucking life. To think that crap song, Street Racing Scene, that no one likes, that got taken away from him because it wasn't his to begin with. The only thing he should make a sequel to Street Racing Scene, because the first one was so wildly popular that it definitely needed a sequel. Just like he's gonna do the Darkness 2.0. I'm surprised he hasn't at some point tried to just label himself Cyraxx 2.0, thinking that would change anything. Hey, I'm Cyraxx 2.0 now. Things are different.
Love that song. But let me go here to this. Let me go to my band lab.
Oh, good, band lab again.
Yo, Tyler Scott, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? But I want y'all to hear
oh my god. Yeah, if I didn't realize this had come out like 2 minutes before my show, I definitely would have sent this through my thing that cuts out dead air, because this video needs a lot of dead air cut out of it. That's a shame. That's a shame. The one time my little thing that cuts out dead air would have been useful, I didn't even do it. It's an L for Steve. 5 from Roboto, Santa's the stalker. I have something to tell you, Steve. He tried exactly that long ago. Yeah, he did. Oh wait, he did do Cyraxx 2.0? No way he did. I don't remember that. That's terrible. That's terrible. Horrible.
what this man has done. Actually, what am I doing? All I gotta do is go, I guess. Fuck it.
Oh god, he's gonna pull up his video.
What's this open?
Oh man.
Let me bust my Chromebook open.
Kinda wish I didn't know this video existed.
Go here to... Actually, I don't even need to go to BandLab.
Oh my god.
I want y'all to hear one of the songs that this motherfucker stole from me. And it's fucked up.
Yeah, like there's nothing I can even say to this shit. It's just him just like these are the worst streams he does. Him screwing around on a computer, slowly trying to find files and evidence, trying to prove something that doesn't even exist. It's just the worst. And he thinks he's a professional streamer. He thinks this is the content that thousands of people are gonna tune in to watch. Like this guy, this little mook, just staring blankly at his screen, saying a word every 3 minutes. This proves. No, let's open up BandLab. No, it's not here.
Matter of fact, I'm going to report this really quick before I get into the songs.
Jesus Christ. Let me report
Let's
this.
go here, report this for
Oh my god.
harassing me. Reported.
Oh my god. Report it
Now.
for harassing me. Report this for harassing me. Cyraxx, grow up. Just grow up.
Let's go here.
Oh my god.
Let's go here to my music. American Outcast, yes, that's the song that he got. He didn't get the other one though.
He didn't get the other one.
But I'm gonna go here.
He didn't get the other one. He's like a child. He's like a child, like trying to pretend, like oh well, you might have gotten my toy, but I got a better toy at home. Well, you didn't get, so that makes me the winner. Like what the fuck, Cyraxx? Just what is wrong? Two from Roboto says the stalker. Before I get into this, let me be a little shit. Yeah, exactly, guys. He's fucking ridiculous.
This is the song that this motherfucker stole from me. Let's go here. Albums. Wait, did nothing.
Oh my god. Sorry, two from Anime Lover Shinhan. Openly self-reports his crime. Bravo, Patrick Starr. Yeah. I actually think at the end of this, he explains his name, which is weird. I don't know why he does stuff like this. And I don't mean Cyraxx, like his real name.
Yo, Christian, what up?
That fucking song again! With a goddamn auto-tune of Cyraxx going, oh yeah, yeah! It's so bad! It's so bad! Just auto-tuned, oh yeah, yeah! Oh man, 5 from Mr. Jessel. Speaking of reporting, I'd love to see copies of his high school report cards. I mean, I'm guessing they're straight Fs. Straight Fs. He was, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now, if y'all are just now joining, I want you guys to be aware of something. That William Glory Hole is a music thief. This man stole one of the songs from my brand new album called Bleed to Nothing that I was working on in the early morning hours of this morning. And this song right here I'm about to play for you guys is the very song that he stole from me.
Yeah, he's about to play it like it's something. Like this was something. 2 from the Bassmaster. What an absolute joke. Yes, he is an absolute joke as he plays his oh yeah yeah song. It's so bad.
Yeah, I want to play it for y'all.
Yeah, play it from the beginning. Let's get the oh yeah yeah part. That's the hook. Is he? I can't tell because this isn't my cut. Did Goblin Records cut out the music, or is he just like this bad at streaming from his phone? Because it's clearly his phone. He's in portrait mode that it can't even pick up the audio from his computer, except for like a couple like random noises every so often. But he thinks we can hear it, so he's just sitting there like he's playing music while we just kind of hear static in the background. It really could be either way. 5 from Aaron Deers. Can we please get Coase back and trade him for Cyraxx? Please. Yeah, guys. Wrong cow. Hashtag wrong cow. No, this sounds like it's just his speakers, not Goblin Records. Like he doesn't know how, cause the phone tries to like isolate background noise and it doesn't realize like he actually wants it to hear the background noise, so it's just trying to like kind of isolate it out, so we just hear this scratching, but he thinks we can hear the song, so he's just bouncing around and he thinks it's fucking hilarious. 2 from Anime Lover Shinhan. We did a song called Let's Go from Chance. Yes, we do. Auto-tune, let's go. Yeah. Amazing. This is amazing. Yeah, he really is. He really thinks he's doing something. He really thinks he's doing something. He really thinks he's being like cool and like showing off his music for like adoring fans who are sitting there going, yeah, this is the song, guys. Like this is cool. We gotta really tell our friends about this. He's really like in his head, he thinks that's what people are doing. Meanwhile, he has like 2 buddy trolls going, we can't hear this, and even if we could, it's terrible. Yeah. Exactly, cute. Exactly. It's actually amazing. All right. I'm gonna skip because if this is just it for
Facebook, and I got you, bro.
Okay, let's. Because like I'm not just gonna sit here while we just hear scratching beats in the background as he painfully pretends he's showing off his music. We're gonna skip. Yeah, it is. It's just noise.
Yo, Christian, I'll send it to you personally, brother. Message me on Facebook, and I got you, bro.
Okay. Oh no, that wasn't actually the start of saying something. Great, wonderful.
Because this song is actually a personal song for me. This song is actually, I don't say it directly in the song, but this song is about what I was going through after my best friend Zach was shot and murdered back in 2016 in his family's pizza shop.
Now remember yesterday when he was showing off, remember yesterday specifically when he was showing off his ChatGPT and we saw his history of asking ChatGPT for lyrics, and he very specifically, very recently, like within the past couple of days, asked ChatGPT to write a Zach Hussein tribute song? Oh my god, he is such a horrible, horrible person. He keeps using this person that wasn't even his friend for attention, for sympathy, and he has ChatGPT do it because he doesn't even care about this person. He is a horrible, horrible person.
The song is called Without You.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm Chance Wilkins. I was best friends with Zach Hussein.
Actually, here, let me just do like this and go right to my fucking shit. Let me go right here, go to my band lab, where my music is, despite William fucking Glory Hole says. I'm going right to my fucking shit right here under the Rick Toffin name, which is me on FanLab. It's one of my many accounts on there where I record music. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to blast this shit.
He's going to blast this shit, guys.
And we are going to play the song called Without You.
Oh my god, he's going to play more songs. We're gonna skip. Oh my god.
Now this is the one that he stole.
Oh my god.
Whenever the song was created. Well, we're about to do that right.
You guys don't mind if I just like skip through this? Like none of this matters, right? You're not like oh we really want to hear the music or like see his evidence. You don't care if I just skip till he starts whining, right? You don't. No one cares.
Here, 2025 at 10:14 p.m. That's when I recorded the song. And I took a few hours. I took a break, and then I went back in a few hours later and I did some editing to it.
Well, 2 from Alice Trips. Blasting his shit definitely is shit. Yeah, I agree with you 100%.
Now, we go here to my downloads, my music, song.
Yeah, you want to skip? Let's skip a little more. Let's skip a little more. Oh, wait. He's talking about channels. Let's talk about channels. Let's watch that.
Let's see. Posts.
So, I want to just kind of go back to that for a little bit. Oh shit, went back too far.
Posts.
So that picture William posted, that picture will play heavily into the next video we were watching. That picture, which I don't know if you guys have been around here for a while, that picture is actually quite old. The picture is quite old. That picture was taken a long time ago. It was not someone standing outside of Cyraxx's house yesterday, but Cyraxx, like the genius he is, freaked the fuck out. And I mean freaked the fuck out over this picture and said a bunch of stuff you definitely shouldn't say, probably everywhere ever on the internet, really. But you know, he's not a very smart man, but he freaked the hell out over this picture. But that's coming up next.
Wait, this is... Actually, I know exactly how to do it. Watch this. He took down he hit his channel, guys. But that's alright, though. That is alright, because
oh my god. Oh god.
Oh, he hit his channel. That's alright, though. That is alright.
It's funny to hear Cyraxx gloating about someone, oh, they hid their channel, oh, look, he's hiding from Cyraxx. Meanwhile, Cyraxx deletes channels daily. I believe the count is he deleted 4 channels this morning in an attempt to run away and hide from the trolls. But he sits here like, you know, the hypocritical moron he is, going, oh, look, William hit a channel. I don't even think William hit a channel. This is probably just his, like, 7th backup channel that he doesn't do anything on. But Cyraxx has all of them bookmarked because he's obsessed with William. And he goes, oh, there's no content. He must be hiding from me. He's a moron.
Because I know that William Glorio has more than one channel. Watch this shit. And you know what else is funny? This is the very same man that has stolen all my content from me. All my videos. This is what.
Notice how he just scrolls past those pictures depicting him being an adult, drawing on drawing with crayons on like what like the Denny's child placemats, the kids menu. While Sally, he just scrolls past it. I'm not even gonna pay attention to those, like they don't exist. Cyraxx, it's a true story from when you were in your 20s and you used to go to Denny's and draw with crayons. Because Sally couldn't leave you at home alone, so you had to sit there and wait till she got off of work. It's a very real story. You can't just pass through your own life and pretend you're a celebrity making music when there's stuff like that out about you.
This man does. He sits here and bashes me on the fucking internet. This motherfucker sits here.
You know, it just occurred to me. It just occurred to me, and you know, I could be wrong. But you know what Cyraxx always says? I used to do art. Do you think he's talking about when he was drawing on the Denny's placemats? That was him doing art, doing little crayon drawings at the Denny's.
Bashes me on the fucking internet. While I sit here and I hang out with my friends, I work on my music, I work on my artwork, I work on my film stuff, because if you guys don't know, I do a lot of animated film work as well. But I sit here, I work on that shit, while this man sits here and openly steals all my shit.
Yeah, it probably is. Probably is. It's probably in the back, hanging in the manager's office. If you ever see a kid drawing something like this, call the police immediately. 5 from Hamburger Pimp. If he stayed in the coloring lines, Granny gave him the half-eaten cold Grand Slam breakfast. Yeah, maybe. Could you imagine being drunk at like 2 a.m. and Sally brings you a Moons Over My Hammy? I can't imagine her working there.
This man has literally tried to fuck my life up. These are the photos of where this man actively hired somebody to torch my family's van with a blowtorch the other day.
You know, the more information he gives about this, and he will give more and more information about this, it seems like very clear that Cyraxx knows a hell of a lot about how this was perpetrated, when it was perpetrated, what it was perpetrated with, what they were trying to do for an event he supposedly didn't even witness until after it happened. It almost sounds like he did it and he's trying to really craft the story. It was someone in the middle of the night and they were doing it with a blowtorch on the side of the van, and they thought that's the side where the gas cap was on, and they thought it sounds like he knew exactly what he was trying to do, and now he's just trying to put his little plan on the trolls. They were the ones doing that. Like the moron he is.
And these are photos that I took. And yet this man is being allowed to get away with this.
Again, Steve's belief, I don't know if I said this on stream. Steve's belief is that he used Ed's lighter, and then he went out to the car, and he thought like it would like bubble up, like burn plastic, like it had been torched, and he would just slowly move the lighter around the car and burn a large swath, and then go to Sally and like, look what the trolls did. And then after doing it once, it just made one of these weird leaking burning marks. I don't know if that's maybe he tried to use an accelerant, or if it's just the wax melting and burning and dripping down. But after doing it once, it didn't work. So instead of just stopping and hoping maybe nobody noticed, or he could make up another story about how this happened that doesn't make him look terrible, he thought, well, I'll just try it at another point, and it didn't work there. And then he now had 2 marks, and then it became a really bad situation. And instead of just giving up, he goes, well, I have to get this thing on fire because otherwise they're going to realize what I did. And then after 12 marks were on the van, he finally slinked back inside and then made up a story about how, no, this was definitely the trolls, I had nothing to do with it, because he's not a very smart man. That's Steve's theory. Could be based in reality, could be based in delusion, I don't know. 2 from Hamburger Pimp. And then he shat his pants and she cleaned it up. That is true. And 5 from Rick. You laughed, Steve. One of those colored placemats could be worth $5s of dollars in 30 years. That is true. People are going to really want that Cyraxx memorabilia. And 2 from Noel. Rax did start the fire. I agree. I really believe it was him. I really, in my heart of hearts, believe it was him.
And you know what's even more fucked up?
Well, see, here's the thing. He'll also say, I don't know if it's in this video or another we'll watch, he'll say, oh, it happened in the middle of the night when everyone was asleep. It sounds like, he went outside when he thought everyone was asleep, so he could get away with it. Like people don't say stuff like that unless they know. I don't know, but Steve just guesses. Steve has no idea. Yeah, I agree.
You wanna know what's even more fucked up? This channel right here, Goblin Records. All of my videos.
And then 5 from Mr. Jessel. He's like Greta Thunberg, stages an attack on his own vessel and then cries attack. Yeah, I don't know who that is, or I don't know anything about politics, but that sounds like something that might happen.
Videos I have ever done in my entire career of being a YouTuber, of creating content, of doing vocal covers, of doing stuff, of doing gameplay videos. This man is the reason why I do not make any money right now. This man has literally stolen content from me. And you know what he does whenever he does this shit?
Oh, we got 5 from Hamburger Pimp. He just spits on the side of the van a few times. That vicious goo can do damage. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. He's like that, what is that dinosaur from Jurassic Park? Who knows, guys?
Let me show you exactly what he puts on his shit. And this is how they get away with this shit.
I like how Cyraxx truly believes that putting some words in the description of YouTube just saves you from any responsibility. You can break all the TOS if you just put words. That's not how YouTube works at all. If you break the TOS, no matter what you say in your description, they will strike you. It has nothing to do with TOS, but that's for little Cyraxx who thinks this is proof that he's manipulating the system. Because these videos are up and he said something in the description, ipso facto, that means that YouTube's on his side and enabling him. 10 on Rumble from Kill Callie. I don't have anything clever to say, but I appreciate the fuck out of you, Steve. Well, thank you, Callie. I appreciate you too.
This right here is the bullshit excuse that he gives YouTube. And they get away with it. The individual featured in this video is a paid actor. No, the fuck I am not. This content is for entertainment purposes only. No, it is not. It is to call you the fuck out, William.
This is for entertainment purposes only. No, it's not. It's to call you out. How dare you say this is entertaining? What are you talking about, Cyraxx? You don't understand the definitions of words. You don't understand. You're ridiculous.
For entertainment purposes only, and does not reflect real events or individuals. Yes, the fuck it does. Any resemblance to actual persons, yes it does. Living or dead, yes it does. It is purely coincidental. No.
Yeah, he's unable to understand that there's more than one person in the world that doesn't like him. It's a fundamental flaw in the way he perceives the world. He used to believe that Marty controlled all the trolls, and if he convinced Marty to stop, everyone would like him. Now he thinks that's William, and he thinks William runs all the archives channels, and so ipso facto, Goblin Records is archiving on behalf of William. Everything Steve says is just a scripted opinion written by William. Everything in the world is done on behest of at the behest of William, and that if he can just prove that William is the bad guy and like a head vampire, if he can just take him down, all the trolls will just collapse into a pile of dust and he'll be free from all the trolls. It's a fundamental flaw in the way he understands the world, but it is what it is.
But it's not. Copyright Act 1976 allows the made for fair use of...
Sorry, 2 from Aiden Nation. Steve laughs like Yoda. I'm here for it. Money. Thank you for that. I appreciate that.
...a purpose such as criticism,
Yoda.
comment, news reporting, teaching, all that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the lie that he tells YouTube, and they get away with it. This man is the sole reason I have not made any money off of any of these thousands and thousands of videos that I have made.
Yeah, William is the only reason that Cyraxx has made no money. I mean, it has nothing to do with Cyraxx is a talentless whiner. His streaming skills are shit, as evidenced by he's holding a phone pointing at a computer screen. You know, like people like to watch on streams these days, especially in portrait mode. He can't even hold the goddamn camera in landscape mode, so he can get his entire computer screen in the shot. The only reason why he's not paid for this amazing content where he whines daily about all the mean people in the world is because William is reposting these whines to other channels. It's the only reason. It's the only reason. Yeah, what about when Marty was the problem? What about in the years when Marty was the only one who was keeping Cyraxx from making money? And now it's always been William. It's always been William because he doesn't understand the world.
From Facebook, YouTube, Kick, Twitch, you name it. Matter of fact, You guys see this computer right here? This computer was destroyed by William Glory Hole himself. They placed a virus in it to where it no longer works.
Literally had nothing to do with William. He just likes to, again, blame William for everything in his life. Every little problem he comes across in life, it must be William. William had nothing to... William celebrated it. We all celebrated it. But William had nothing to do with it.
They did the same thing to this computer right here. And not only that, they bricked this Xbox right here. They bricked this Xbox.
Because he's a pack rat. He's a hoarder pack rat. He doesn't throw out anything ever. He had an empty Doritos bag on his dresser where his clothes are for, like, I don't know, 2.5 years. He doesn't throw anything out. He's a hoarder. He's a pack rat. He's a poor little boy who's afraid to throw things out because he might not be able to get new stuff ever.
Right there. I keep it down there just for whatever. And it gets better. They also bricked this Xbox right here, which is my 360 that no longer works. So yes, these people are tyrants. These people get away.
Tyrants. They're tyrants now. William is now the all-powerful tyrant of America because he's telling Cyraxx he's a talentless little goober who can't make money off of stolen artwork and stolen music. Yeah, William, the tyrant. William the terrible.
With ruining my life. Every day, they get away with ruining my life. And my problem with that dude is this. William Gloryhole has openly said that he will do whatever it takes to keep me from making a living.
Oh, two from Hamburger Pimp. His teeth look like the Himalayan skyline. Yeah, they do. They really do.
I can tell you why. Because according to William Gloryhole, I'm not allowed to make money, I'm not allowed to make a living, and I'm not allowed to have nice things. And I'm not allowed to have friends. Those are the bullshit ass fucking rules that he's put in place. And he has said this to my face and openly on his live stream the other day, where he openly admitted and said that I'm not allowed to make money. And he will do whatever it takes to keep me from making a living. I shit you not when I say this, and I am not exaggerating by any means at all. Me and one of my closest friends that I grew up with, we sat down and added up everything between merchandise, record sales, tours.
Oh good. More math. We did this the other day. And Cyraxx's math went. He's owed $1,000 a month for 6 years, and because he's owed $1,000 a month for 6 years, which, again, if you didn't do the math, it's $72,000 more than he's owed in his entire life, but still not very much money. He came that $1,000 a month for 6 years adds up to $1.1 million or something ridiculous. Because he always has to go to millions. He wants to believe he's a millionaire. That even in his wildest dreams where he's making $1,000 a month, which is more money than he ever had, more money than he deserves, more money than he needs, more money than he'll ever see in his life, it still doesn't add up anywhere close to $1 million. It adds up to less than a normal person makes in a single year. It's pathetic. But he's going to go to $1 million immediately.
For my music as well as ad revenue, sponsorships, views, clicks, all that shit added into one. You want to know what's sad, dude? You want to know how much money I'm losing out on a year?
How much?
In 1 month, I'm losing out on over $1,000 a month.
Okay, good. Okay, so I thought he was going to say something ridiculous like, oh, you owe me $1 million. But he said it again. They owe him $1,000 a month. Remember that, guys? $1,000 a month. That's very easy math. $1,000 a month, $12,000 a year. That's, first of all, that's how much he thinks his life and his career is worth. $12,000 a year before taxes. I mean, I guess you wouldn't pay taxes on it if you're only making $12,000 a year. But $12,000 a year, that's how much he thinks his life is worth. But apparently, somehow, $12,000 a year is going to add up to Cyraxx making millions. Do you have any idea how many years it would take for $12,000 a year to add up to $1.1 million over 100 years?
And that's just on YouTube's end. That's not even counting music sales. That's not even counting me going on tour.
Him going on tour. The man who admittedly hasn't left his grandmother's attic in 2.5 years thinks he's just gonna go on tour. Cyraxx, you're afraid to leave the house. You said you're afraid to leave the house. You're too lazy to leave the house. The last time you left the house, you called your mom and freaked out. She had to give you a bus ticket back from Florida because you couldn't handle being out of the house. You're ridiculous. 20 from Peanut Mama. Today is my birthday, but here's a gift to you. Here's hoping you catch a big one on your next fishing trip. Hope you and all your chat are having an amazing day. F suicide, F sickos, long live King Cobra, JFS, hashtag wrong cow. Well, thank you for that, Peanut Mama. I hope you're having a wonderful day too. And happy birthday. I hope your birthday is going wonderfully. I hope your day is going wonderfully. I hope your life's going better than Cyraxx, but of course it is, because everyone's is.
That's not me, releasing merchandise and my clothing brand that I own, called Hollowed Hearts Apparel Clothing, which is a clothing brand that I ran that William tried to have shut down and tried to steal from me. That's just off of YouTube alone. In 1 year, I'm losing out on $1.1 million.
$1.1 million. He just said he's owed $1,000 a month from YouTube. Somehow, all this other stuff is gonna cover over the $1.899999 million that he would have need to make. Somehow, all the merchandise, all the record sales would have covered that $1.89999999 million he needed to make for his $12,000 a year he's making from YouTube, and he believes he's a millionaire. Delusion at its core. Unbelievable. Hard, deep set delusion. I mean, it's ridiculous. 2 from Garbo. Retire permanently and never come back. If only he would. If only he fucking would, guys.
A year, which is money that I can use to help my family, get my own house, get my own place, go on tour, help my family live comfortably, help some of my friends that are fellow music artists that could use the help, or just my friends in general that could use the help.
I don't believe for a second that he would spend any of that money on anyone but himself. He never would, never does. He's a very selfish person. He would never spend any money on anyone but himself.
But instead, I sit here fighting. Instead,
is that my connection? Is my connection going crazy? Or is that the video? Was that the video or is that my connection? Let me see. Okay, no, that's the video. That's the video. I was like, what the hell? That's the video.
Fighting instead of working. Every day I'm forced to sit here and fight and defend my content, my merchandise, my music, and everything that I have created, all because this motherfucker wants to steal from me. You wanna know what their ultimate goal is? And I know it sounds funny and wild, but it's legitimately true. These guys' ultimate goal for me is to wait out my mom till she passes away. And then when she passes away in 20, 30 years from now,
he thinks he has 20 or 30 years. He thinks he has 20 or 30 years to get his shit together. Oh my God. He thinks he has 20 or 30 years to get his life together so he can take care of himself. Oh my God. Cyraxx, you have a couple of years at most to figure out how you're going to pay your own rent, how you're going to keep a roof above your head, how you're going to make meals for yourself, how you're going to wipe yourself. You think you have 20 to 30 years to figure it out? And even if you did, you had 35 years to figure this out already and you didn't. What makes you think you're going to do it in another 20 or 30 years? Oh my God.
They want to make it to where I am homeless so they can hire some random fucking troll to legitimately, and the cops won't think anything of it because I'm a homeless guy.
What, like, that's different from now? That's different from now because the police are helping you out so much because you're not homeless? The police have been helping out so much, it's gonna change in the future? They're gonna, oh no, he's homeless, let's not help him now because we've been giving him so much help. You are delusional, ridiculous, and delusional. 20 from Garbo. You are by far one of the worst human beings I've ever seen. You live in a land of delusions, never help your family, whine about trolls, beyond selfish, beyond stupid, and believes that he's a rock star. Exactly. Every point of that was 100% true, guys. Jesus Christ.
I know it sounds far-fetched, but it's real. You can ask my friend CIA Hole. You can ask Matthew Partridge, who was just in here. Shout out to you, Matt. What's good, brother? You can ask my little brother Ethan Rust. You can ask my buddy Matthew Burgess. You can ask anybody. These guys, they want me dead. These guys get off on seeing what they consider lol cows.
I want to jump. I don't like what he's saying. Just gonna jump a little bit.
And we added up everything from the time I started. From the time I started doing music and doing YouTube in 2010, we added all that up.
Oh, yeah, we added all that up. He did some real Cyraxx math based on real factors. You know, he just compared, like how much does Linkin Park make for every song they make? And then he added that for every song he made and decided that he's owed $1.1 million because he doesn't live in a land of delusion. He's got real math, real facts, real numbers that prove he's totally owed millions of dollars from these trolls.
Between 2010, when I first started, and now,
CIA isn't a magician. Cyraxx is pathetic and desperate for a friend. He's desperate for a friend, and he keeps taking CIA back because he's really, really desperate for anyone who will pretend to be his friend, even though he knows CIA will turn on him. He just wants someone who will pretend to be a friend for a little bit.
Lost out on $1.1 million a year. With everything included, that's music.
$1.1 million a year. And he said going back to 2010. So he's owed, like, what, $20 million now? He thinks he's owed $20 million for all his crap music, his crap wine streams, his crap gameplay that no one ever liked. He thinks he's owed $20 million for all this crap.
That's merchandise. That's content. All that added into one. I've lost out on millions of dollars because of these guys. And that's not even counting when I was fucking streaming on Twitch. When I was streaming on Twitch, I was making $150 a day, dude.
Remember we watched the video several weeks ago, maybe a month and a half ago, from around that time where he admitted he only made $100 one month. He only made $100 one month. But like the little liar he is, he goes back, oh no, I was making $150 every day. And that's what the trolls took from me. Even though from his own mouth, he's said in the past, he made $100 one month. Liar.
I was doing great. I was making $150 a day. Think about that. $150 a day
is still only something like $36,000 a year. So even in Cyraxx's fantasy world, fantasy world where he was making it big time, making $150 a day. He was making a shit salary that no one would bother streaming for.
For an entire week, you're looking at over $700. And that isn't
$150 a day for an entire week is over $700. I mean, technically, yeah, but it's well over. It's like over 1,000. He's that bad at math. He's that bad at math.
included. You know, that does go into the whole thing.
Exactly. I mean, like you don't sit here and say I make $150 a day as a flex. It's not a great salary. It's what a normal person should be making a day at least. It's not like a flex to be like, ooh, they took that all away from me. Go to Burger King and get that back. It's not that much.
And their whole reasoning behind it is because I'm a supposed... I'm not. Music Biz Marty took and made a pass at me a little over 7 years ago. I turned him down. So what did he do? He hired the most hated individual on YouTube at the time, who's real...
At the time. Well, it's nice that you said at the time, Cyraxx, because since that time, you have taken her place. Although she wasn't ever the most hated YouTuber. He always just has to say, oh, she was the most hated YouTuber, as if to tell people, before he tells them who she is, that don't worry, you're not going to like her. You don't have to like her. Don't put any thought to who I'm about to say. She's the most hated, so, just take it as a fact. Even though, like, she's definitely not, and Cyraxx is.
Her name is Kate Peters, who goes by the name of Mastro Mafia. Or at least she did at the time. But now she goes by Masshole Reports. Or whatever it is she goes by. I don't fucking know because I haven't kept up. Because quite frankly, I don't give a fuck. He hired her to do an illegal... I mean, no cops involved. No nothing. What about it? Totally the most illegal way you can do it. To isolate me. This man wanted to isolate me so he could get back at me. He wanted revenge because I turned him down. I'm straight as fuck.
No, you're not.
I've been engaged 3 different times,
no,
never married. So yeah, I'm straight, dude.
How many of those girls you've been engaged to did you ever meet in real life, Cyraxx? It was Heather the only one you've ever met in real life, as you sit here like a child would do and gloat to the internet how you've been engaged to girls you talked to on Discord and never met in real life because you couldn't get a plane ticket over there and your grandmother wouldn't let them stay at her grandmother's house to hang out with Cyraxx for the weekend. It's like a child, like 14-year-olds who date for a week and then they buy each other rings from the gumball machine and go, we're engaged. Like, it's so stupid, and that's the level you're working at, Cyraxx. A child pretending to do adult things.
These guys have done so much criminal shit. And I do mean highly criminal shit. These guys have shattered the windshield of my mom's car. Like you guys saw, they tried to torch our van.
No, you did that, Cyraxx. Fly from Teutonic Chronic. For the newer people, he made $110 in a little over a month. When he realized that wasn't shit, he changed it to a day. Yes, that's true. And also, he got banned before getting paid out, so he never even made that money. He never even made that money he's bragging about. Imagine bragging about, I almost made some money, and you didn't even make it, and you think that's like your biggest flex in the world. I almost made some money one time, guys, but then I didn't. And that proves that people need to give me millions of dollars.
Essentially attempting to turn it into a bomb, which is considered domestic terrorism. These guys have broken into my mom's bank account, took my signature from a court document, lifted it. They lifted my signature from the document. They copied it, put it on a fake legal document. These people have tried to have me, because a few years ago I was shot at through my bedroom window. So yes, I did attempt on my life. These people have driven away many of my friends.
No, Cyraxx, you've driven away all your friends because you're a horrible person who doesn't care about anyone but yourself, and then you sit there and blame the world for your own choices. You're the one who called Jake at 2 in the morning to defend you against Marty or CVG or whoever the hell it was at the time, and he was fed up with you and your bullshit and said, I want nothing to do with you. You do that. You bring your friends like Vita onto stream and say, defend me from the trolls, and then they get doxxed and their life ruins, and you move on like you don't even care about them, and you sit here wondering why you have no friends left after you trash all your relationships with them in this stupid, pointless attempt to beat trolls. And you blame the trolls for it, and then you blame the trolls for it because you can't take any responsibility for any of the stupid things you decide to do.
That I had in real life outside of, Facebook. And when I say that, I'm referring to, my friends that I went to high school with. Some of my closest friends. One of my best friends being the more famously known Hillbilly Jake, who was one of my best friends for over 17 years. I practically grew up with the man. He was one of my closest friends.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful that you brought up Jake right after I used it as an example, because he is the best example of someone who had been your friend for many years, was actually your friend in real life. There's videos of you hanging out together in real life, and you completely trash that relationship by trying to throw him between you and the trolls. And you think that's the trolls' fault, not your fault for getting him involved, for trying to bring him up on panel to defend you, and people going, hey, let's talk to him, and him going, I don't want any part of this. I don't want to deal with Cyraxx's bullshit anymore. And you turn around and you go, well, that's all your guys' fault. I was just trying to manipulate my friends and defending me again, and they don't want to talk to me, so it's your fault they did that.
Turned him away. My house has become a prison cell for me and my family. I've been falsely arrested for defending my family. When somebody showed up to protest, they kept coming on our property, posing a threat.
Yeah, listen to him try to manipulate the story. We all saw the video. The police explained it to him hundreds of times. Trolls have explained it to him hundreds of times. They weren't on your property. The sidewalk is not your property. Him holding a sign doesn't mean you can do whatever you want to him. You've been explained to him over and over and over and over and over again. And this little moron goes, well, he was coming on our property and threatening us, so I had to do something. You were arrested because you were wrong, and still in your little peanut brain, you can't wrap your head around the fact that you screw up. You have to blame everybody else for your own actions. You'll do that for the rest of your life because you can never take responsibility for anything you do, and then you'll wonder why you're not successful because you can't take any responsibility for the stupid things you do and learn from them.
And I did what I felt I had to do to protect my family, and I was falsely arrested. Thankfully, the charges got dropped. Anything I do, this man tries to ruin. And it's disgusting.
5 from Niner Life. You were arrested for offending your family as well. That is true. He was.
Alright, man, let me show you guys the clothing brand that I started.
No, I don't care about your fucking clothing brand, you idiot. No one cares about your clothing brand.
I started an LLC for myself, my little brother Ethan, who also goes by Old 45. Shout out to you, Ethan. What's good, brother? Love you, man.
What a joke.
I started my own record label and my own LLC for myself, my brother Ethan, who goes by Old 45, and a couple of my other friends that are extremely talented music artists in their own right.
He always has to frame it like he did this for other people. It's always stupid little stores to make money for himself. You know goddamn well he wouldn't share any of the money if he ever made money, but he always has to pretend he's this little magnanimous boy. He's only doing this to help other people. He really wants other people to have help while he tries to make money and complains about how no one's making it, letting him make money, how no one's letting him be famous. Oh, but I gotta do it to help everybody else. No one's buying your bullshit, Cyraxx. Everyone knows you're a greedy little selfish monster. No one cares about this lie that you're only doing it to help out your two buddy troll friends. No one cares, even if it was true. No one cares.
William Gloryhole broke in to my account that I registered my stuff through with the state of Ohio. He broke into my account, shut the thing down, stole the money that I have put into it, had it rerouted to him.
When he says it in this kind of like halting, jerking way, like he broke into my account and then he stole the money. He's just lying. That's him. That's him showing he's lying because he knows it doesn't even make sense as a phrase because it doesn't make sense. How can you break in and steal a fee paid to register an LLC? But he thinks if he just says it really slowly and haltingly, like it makes sense, people will just skip over the fact that it doesn't make any sense at all and just believe him that somehow William broke into his LLC, shut it down, and then stole the money he paid to register it with a state. He thinks if he just says it like that, people go, oh yeah, that definitely happened, Cyraxx. It's nonsense, back and front. 5 from Garbo. It's amazing how he cloaks his selfishness and greediness as helping everyone else. He'll forever blame anyone else other than his terrible antics. Exactly. That is all he ever does. It's all he ever does.
And now he has all the stuff to it. This man he's a criminal. This man is using the name Lance Chilkins as his cover-up artist name to continue to steal from me. My real name is Chance James Finley Wilkins, James Finley being after my great-grandfather. But my first and last name is Chance Wilkins.
First name is not Chance. Chance is a nickname. Your name is Patrick. Your real name is Patrick. He can't even tell the truth about his own name. Chance is a nickname. His name is Patrick Smith. He's a ridiculous... He doesn't even know his own name. Just put that into context when talking about him. When he's sitting here trying to say, believe me, everything I say is true. Nothing is a lie. I would never lie. They're lying. He doesn't even tell you his real name. He says his real name is Chance when that's just a nickname. He's ridiculous.
He took a few of the letters of my name, flipped them, and he's been getting away with stealing my music for over 6 years now. And it's fucking disgusting. My song that blew me up, Street Racing Scene, which I know a lot of you guys know that song. And if you haven't heard, I would gladly play it for you.
Oh my god, Street Racing Scene, really?
And bear in mind, this song that you guys are about to hear, not only is it the song that blew me up, fun fact, I recorded this song when my vocals were blown the fuck out.
Yeah, we can tell. They always are.
And it came out super unique. And this song is basically me paying homage to the car culture that I grew up around as a kid.
I guess the stream crashes for the rest. Yeah, I think that was just the stream crashes for the rest. That's done. That's done. So that was Cyraxx whining as he always does, and then he came back. And and did a little tough guy video. He did a little tough guy video about that picture that William posted outside of his house. He did a little tough guy video that I really had to cut. I mean, I had to cut a lot out of it. It was like a 12.5-minute video, and it's down to 3 minutes after Steve is done cutting it. But basically, if you can't get the gist of it from the actual video, I'll tell you, he's basically doing the whole, don't come by my house, we're legally allowed to protect our house, blah, blah, blah. You know that bullshit he says. So let's check out the heavily cut version of that, and then we'll check him out retiring and running away from the internet as he always does, guys.
Hello, everyone. I'm here to give a very clear warning. Alright, let me make that very clear. This is purely a fair warning to any troll out there looking to do harm to me, to harass my family, or to do harm to my family.
Yeah, and definitely, the best thing you can do when you're scared for your family is to come on like the pathetic, weak little boy who cries every day about trolls and say, oh, I'm a big tough guy, you better stay away from me, I'll handle the situation if you're gonna be mean. Like, instead of just, not, he hasn't learned after 12 years of this bullshit to just shut the hell up and never make these stupid videos, because he immediately deleted it. He immediately deleted it because he realized how stupid it was. But yeah.
Any trolls show up to my house again or try to put my family's like y'all did the other day.
Yeah.
When y'all
coming from a boy who has spent years saying, come to my house and face me like a man, as soon as he sees a picture, just a picture of someone standing near his house, he freaks out, and he makes a video like this. I mean, it's unbelievable. You'd think he was tough by making videos like this, but then he cries and runs away from the internet.
I'll try to have my family's van torched. I am tired of my family being put in direct of you guys. You guys have now gone from attacking me on the internet to putting my family's It's one thing to make videos about me and to talk shit. That's fine. Post your videos. I don't care. So, fair warning to William Glory Hole and any troll out there that thinks they're going to fuck around. You're not no more. You tried to turn my family's van into a
Yeah, he's very concerned with making sure that everyone knows that it wasn't him. He's very concerned with trying to make sure that everyone knows it wasn't him, because it was him. Because it was him, and he really wants to convince the world it wasn't.
So, William, take your fucking bitch ass 8,000 fucking bitches off the internet and get a life and leave me alone. Before one of your people, I am not fucking around no more, William. You need to move on. You need to grow the fuck up. I am not playing around anymore, dude. I'm about to be 35 here in a couple weeks. I don't have time for this shit.
But Cyraxx, I thought you just said you had 20 or 30 years to figure your life out. I thought you had 20 or 30 years, but I guess you don't have time, because you look back at the last 35 years and you were like, shit, I barely made any progress in 35 years. So I don't have time for this. I only have 30 years more to figure out how to lease my own studio apartment.
Grow the fuck up and move the fuck on. Because, William, if you put my family's again, I will hunt you down. I will make sure the police and the feds and every branch of law enforcement know what you're doing. I will hunt down your IP address, hand it to the proper authorities, show them everything you've done, all the stuff you plotted and conspired to do, and you will be arrested.
All right. Well, that was that was the condensed version of that video. There's a lot more that he said, but it wasn't really important. It's just Cyraxx blustering and pretending he's a big tough guy, trying to make it so people don't be mean to him anymore, as he always does. So then from there, the video we're all actually here for is Cyraxx. Cyraxx came on early this morning, and he's retiring. He's retiring once again from YouTube, from making music, from all this stuff. He's gonna work in the background. He's gonna do art and music in the background, and just not do it on YouTube, and somehow still be famous and wonderful despite all that, guys. So let's check out Cyraxx's final retirement for forever. He's never gonna come back. He's retiring from YouTube for good. He's not gonna whine anymore. He's not gonna make any terrible music. He's not gonna make any terrible gameplay. He is done with YouTube forever, guys.
What is going on Facebook and YouTube? What is going on Facebook and YouTube? And I say Facebook and YouTube because I'm pretty sure somebody's going to post this somewhere on the internet.
I'm pretty sure someone's going to post it somewhere. I mean, he's been whining daily about how Goblin Records is mirroring his videos, and that's the biggest problem in his life. And he goes, well, I'm pretty sure someone... You do this hoping people are going to mirror your videos, because that's the only way it will ever get attention. No one goes to your Facebook to watch you. The only way anyone will see your whines is if people mirror them. You need them desperately to mirror your videos so anyone sees it, and then you whine that they're stealing your content, even though you say it's going to get reposted on YouTube and you're okay with that. You're still gonna whine about it because you're a ridiculous boy.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it is.
But I have something that I want to speak about. Now, as many of you may know my story already, and whatnot, some of you may not know the tragic and very dark things that I've been through over the last...
Yeah, notice how it's light outside, but I guarantee you this was around like 6 in the morning. He had not gone to sleep. He was up all night, and now he's just drinking more coffee. And he talks about, I need to get back to normal. I gotta fix my schedule, as he sits up here at like 5 a.m. drinking coffee, whining about trolls. This is the new normal for Cyraxx.
Last 6 years. I've been shot at. I've had people try to turn my family's van into a bomb by taking a blowtorch to it. I've been assaulted, harassed, attacked.
Again, that seems very, very specific for someone who has no idea what happened to the van. He just sees some marks on it, but somehow he knows that they were trying to blow up the van by taking a blowtorch spot to it, almost like he was the one who did it, and that's what he was trying to do to frame the trolls, even though that doesn't make sense. That would never work, and anyone with half a mind would never work. Cyraxx thinks that's what happened, almost like that he thinks that's what he was gonna do, and then he was gonna blame the trolls. It was definitely him. It was definitely him. There's no way you could ever convince me it wasn't him.
I have been dehumanized, slandered, defamed, and all kinds of messed up stuff. But over the last few days, things have been getting very difficult. As far as how violent things have been getting. Which has been putting me in a very strange and very hard position.
Yeah, it's a very hard position for Cyraxx. He has to retire. He doesn't do that weekly. He doesn't retire all the time. He doesn't pretend he's quitting YouTube and running away only to make new channels and start again. It's a very hard decision for him to do the thing he does weekly, retire from YouTube.
As many of you guys know, I've been a gaming YouTuber and musician / music artist for pretty much my entire YouTube career. I came up doing underground rap from the...
He probably saw Ed do it. I really still think it was one of Ed's lighters. I think it was probably one of Ed's, like Ed has one of those, one of those butane lighters with the jet torch or whatever, and he was just using that. And he calls it a blowtorch, but I think he's definitely still did it. I believe he absolutely did it.
Juggalo community, in a sense, because yes, I used to rock with ICP and all them.
Yeah, the Juggalo community, were the first community to turn on you for being a complete fraud, a phony, someone who sat there saying, yeah, I love the Juggalo music, I love the Juggalo community, and then you couldn't even name any of the songs or the albums because you're a little fake, you're a little wannabe, you're a little poser in everything you do, that even the Juggalos didn't want anything to do with you, and then you sit here years later trying to convince the world that you were part of the Juggalo community. The Juggalo community that accepts literally everyone in the world. The Juggalo community accepts literally everyone in the world but Cyraxx. It's amazing.
And I still do to a certain extent. I don't follow the lifestyle, but I do listen to the music still. I have nothing but love and respect for everybody from ICP, Blaze You Dead Homie, Twisted, ABK, all those guys. Nothing but love and respect for them. And that kind of led me into doing the music that I do now. Because listening to them, I started to expand. And I eventually expanded into other genres, experimenting with...
Oh my god. He thinks what does he think this is a Grammy speech? He has to tell the world what brought him to this level of fame in the music industry on YouTube, where he come from, and why it's so horrible to all these scenes because the great Cyraxx has to stop making content because of mean old William Gloriole. This is stupid. No one cares, Cyraxx. Just tell people you're a sad little boy. Trolls make you upset and you're running away from the internet again.
Other genres, even creating whole new genres of music throughout my career. And it's a career that I can look back on and be very proud of.
A career he can look back on and be very proud of, despite the fact he's never made one music sale, one album sale, never made $1, never had any kind of fame, never had a YouTube channel that had any kind of success, never monetized anything. He sits here and goes, yeah, I can look back on that career and be proud. Proud of what? Proud of what? What did you accomplish other than wasting 12 years of your life to get absolutely nowhere?
But over the years, I also had acquired other skills, like learning how to make music videos, how to animate music videos.
He didn't do any of that. He only ever learned how to tell AI to make stuff for him. He never learned how to do any of this.
All that stuff. But over the last few weeks, things have gotten very, very dangerous. A couple days ago, when me and my family were asleep in the dead of night. Yeah.
And of course, Sally has to interrupt his retirement video. Chance!
Hold on one moment.
Yeah, gotta hobble
I'll explain
away.
things to you guys. Just give me one moment here.
Yeah, go hobble away.
What?
Up two from Hamburger Pimp. He takes his little delusions so damn seriously. He really does. He really does. He believes all this crap that he tells people. He really thinks he's doing like a serious retirement. and there's gonna be fans like crying like when the Beatles broke up, like just sobbing uncontrollably. Cyraxx, no, you can't leave. Meanwhile, no one cares. Literally no one cares. He had like 2 or 3 people watching this. They were his buddy troll friends. Literally no one cares. Yeah, Sally doesn't care either. Sally doesn't give a shit either. Sally told him, go let the dog out. Stop playing your internet games. Oh, 2 from Ghostbuster fan. Proud of imaginary money from no cells. That is true. That is true. He's proud of making nothing and doing nothing with his life. Probably tomorrow, maybe tonight. We'll see. You know he'll do it. You know when he's not done. He's not done. I gave him a couple days at most, but most likely later today or tomorrow, William will post something and he won't like it. He'll have to come back and tell everybody how it upsets him, guys. This time it's too far. I can't stay silent. You know how he fucking is. Two from Aquanaut. What time is the 5K on the 20th? Well, we start at 9 a.m. and we're just gonna run up and down Lloyd Street, just that block until we hit 5,000 miles. Just over and over, back and forth, guys. 2 from Chris H. His birthday is next week, almost. 35, yeah, 8 days until his birthday, guys. 8 days until his birthday. Where's my banner?
Sorry about that, everyone. Had to let my dog out real quick. He needed to use the bathroom.
Yeah, see, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. He keeps coming up with that excuse. I had to let the dog out every time Sally calls him away. They don't have a fenced-in yard, guys. They don't have a fenced-in yard. And he definitely didn't just walk the dog. So, I mean, I don't think that had anything... I think Sally just called him down to yell at him. Or tell him, like, are you doing that thing I told you to do? And he doesn't want to admit that his mommy's interrupting his streams anymore. So he's trying to be like, oh, I had to let the dog out. You don't have a fenced-in yard. So you just let the dog out to run around the city of Akron? Or are you lying? Are you lying? Because it seems like you're lying.
But, as I was saying, these last few weeks have been getting very dangerous. A couple days ago,
Yeah, that's more likely. That's more likely.
when me and my family were asleep in the middle of the night, somebody decided to take a blowtorch in an attempt to turn our car into a bomb. They torched the side of the car thinking that they hit the gas tank side.
You know, again, it's very interesting how Cyraxx seems to know what they were thinking, what they were trying to do for a crime he didn't witness, a person that hasn't been interrogated by the police. It sure is interesting how Cyraxx seems to know, like, the motivation of the person. That's a very, you know, suspect thing to say. It's almost like, again, he did it.
And had they succeeded at that, my family might not be here right now. That being said, we've been trying to launch an investigation with law enforcement.
They have not contacted the police. They have not contacted the police at all, which tells you everything you need to know. Sally saw the damage, and if she actually for a second, believed it was anyone but Cyraxx, she would have immediately called the police, because you're not going to get insurance to pay to cover the damage unless you call the police. This is just like the credit card incident. You're not going to get insurance to pay for the damage unless you make a police report. And if you make a police report, they're going to quickly figure out that it wasn't just some random person. It was that little boy in the house who did it. And Sally knows that. And she doesn't want him to get arrested, so they just don't make a police report. But Cyraxx sits here and lies and goes, oh, well, we're gonna eventually file a police. But don't worry, we're definitely going to do that. Not that Sally hasn't done it immediately because she knows it was Cyraxx.
and nothing is being done. So that being said, as much as I don't want to have this happen, out of the safety for myself and my family, I am not only retiring as a full-time YouTuber and diving back into
retiring as a full-time YouTuber. That's also very funny. First of all, full-time YouTubers stream, 6 to 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. They put the effort into it. They actually put the effort into it regardless of if they're getting paid for it, because they want to, make it a full-time job. Put the effort and make it a career. Meanwhile, Cyraxx spends 20 minutes on a crap song, uploads it, and then makes a 30-minute whine video for YouTube and goes, well, I'm a full-time YouTuber. Doesn't even put in several hours a day, and he calls himself, this is what he calls his career, and he wonders why he's not successful.
Other things such as film work and going under the radar, script writing, doing storyboarding, all of that stuff. I'll be doing that full time. It was never my intention to retire from YouTube.
Oh, yeah, we know that, Cyraxx. You love to be on YouTube. You wish you could be a YouTube celebrity. You just get stuck in a situation where the only thing you can think to do is to run away and hope that the trolls are going to forget about you in 20 minutes. And then it's not going to work and you'll be back like you always do because you cannot stay away. 5 from Rabid. Hey now, the gaming is limited to 1 hour now because he's a cheat POS. That is true. You can only play those free sites that only let you go for an hour at a time. 10 from Hamburger Pimp. A week before his birthday, he tries to burn the van, then leaves the internet for his family. He's showing Sally how much he cares and totally deserves a good toy for his birthday. Manipulative goblin. I guarantee you he's definitely retiring in the hopes that Sally will buy him a birthday present on his birthday. Like most 35-year-olds do. They hope they're getting a toy for their birthday from their mommy for being a good boy.
Nor was it ever my intention to retire from music. Because music's always been a very big part of my life. It's always something that I've done. It's always something that I've...
2 from Peanut Mama. You didn't retire, you got banned. Yeah, either by YouTube, Kick, Twitch, or Sally. Usually he gets banned, not retires.
Not only had a passion for... but it's something that I was able to create a career out of for a short while. But due to the nature of how violent things are getting, with trolls getting more and more extreme, I have to think about my family first. And the safest thing for me to do is to go ghost and retire as a YouTuber and music artist for a while and lead a normal life.
That's right, he's gonna go ghost. It is Operation Starvation number 23.8. He's gonna try this again. And in a day, he's gonna see a community post by William or some random channel said something about him, and he's gonna call them out, because no, he was gonna stay silent, but this is too important. This is too important to be quiet, and I have to say something. He's gonna find another stupid, thinly veiled excuse to come back, and if he doesn't find that, he's gonna do a little music show, because he just had to do something for his fans, before he leaves forever, and then he's gonna forget about retirement and continue doing the same dumb stuff he always does.
As much as I don't want to, I have to protect my family. These people have gone above and beyond to put my family at risk. They've been ramping up the danger slowly, and when they torched the van, it really...
I bet you he's sitting there hoping that if he's just a good boy for a week. He'll wake up on September 20th, and there'll just be a brand new shiny Xbox in his room, and he just lives in a world of delusion where if he just closes his eyes and really, really believes that's gonna happen, and if he's a really good boy for 7 days, he'll wake up to a little Christmas present, and he has no idea that not only can that not happen, Sally doesn't have the money for it, Sally hasn't even considered it. Sally hasn't even considered buying him anything for his birthday. She's done with him, but he's sitting there just hoping if he just closes his eyes and squeezes them real tight and wishes really, really hard, he's gonna wake up to that Xbox. Not gonna happen.
It made me realize just how violent and extremist some of these people are willing to take things, and just how much of an extremist some of these trolls are. Now I know that some of you guys are trolls, and that's fine, but even I know that not all of you want to see harm come to my family. Some of you do. But for those that don't want to see harm come to my family, even though you might not like me, I appreciate that out of you guys. But in order to protect my family, I have to step away. My family's lives have been put in such a dangerous position that I have to leave. I don't want to leave, but I have to leave. I have to step away in order to protect my family. I don't know when I'll be able to come back, if I'll ever be able to come back, I don't know. But I have to protect my family. I have to work with my family and try to work with law enforcement on some level, whether it's here in Ohio or
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have to, help his family by not being a horrible person, causing all these problems, telling people to come to his house and face him like a man, and then crying and pretending like he's a poor little boy when he gets scared. No, he doesn't have to do any of that. He has to work with law enforcement. He has to work with law enforcement and YouTube and make sure that mean people in the world don't exist, and they can't say anything mean about him ever again. Not that he needs to stop being just the worst person in the world who causes all this. No. That would be ridiculous. That would make too much sense for him to actually take any ownership of all his problems.
Other states to put a stop to this, because it has gone from making simple videos attack.
5 from Rabid. Easy to protect the family. Just throw out all the matches. Yeah, that is true.
Attacking me or making little comments, judging me.
I mean, she probably did. Like she threw out all the matches. She threw out all the lighters. She got little like child locks for the handles on the stove, and she gave Ed like one of those electric USB lighters. She's like, all right, no open flames in the house anymore. He's now shown he can't even do open flames, so now things with any blades on them are out. Anything with open flames, any of your tools, the front doors, the dogs, these are all now banned from Cyraxx being able to have them.
Or critiquing me, or trolling me, to literally putting my family's lives and my life at risk and in immediate danger. Now, that being said, I will be deleting all channels entirely.
Yeah, because Cyraxx is again, can't come up with another plan. His only plan is one of 3 things. Either he's going to sit there and pretend to be strong against the trolls, either pretend to be smug and always winning, or he's going to run away and pretend to be a little victim. He only has about 3 moves, and this is one of them. He's going to run away. It's the runaway move from Cyraxx.
I don't want to go that route, but I feel that it's the best thing for me at this point. Because in order to protect myself, I need to make myself...
Yeah, and unfortunately, like a Pokemon, Cyraxx often hurts himself in his own confusion.
as invisible as possible.
5 from Ultimate G. Just got paid today. Cyraxx will never know the feeling. Also, no one cares if you delete or keep your channels, Chance. That is true. No one cares whether he keeps them or deletes them. Literally, no one cares.
Which means I will be retiring from YouTube. As a gaming content creator, as a music artist, as a DJ, and as a vocal cover artist, I have to leave that behind.
Yeah, you notice, didn't list gameplay, guys. Did not list gameplay, so we absolutely know what his next move is. He's absolutely hoping to get a new Xbox on his birthday and come back next week as the Drift King, the DK of Akron, whatever stupid thing he comes up with. He's really hoping that's going to be his next week of his life. He's going to get a new Xbox. He's going to come back as the pro gamer, and everyone's going to love him this time because he's going to be classic gamer with a new Xbox or whatever stupid thing ChatGPT says his channel name should be.
In an attempt to protect my family. Because Whining Glory Hole and his little band of 7,000 plus people has put my family at risk. And I'm not okay with that.
Was it? Oh, was it? Did I miss that? Did Steve just say something stupid? Well, I don't care. Steve says stupid stuff all the time. I still think he's hoping to get an Xbox and he's coming back next week as a big gamer, regardless of whether he said it or not. I still think he's hoping to get the Xbox and come back next week as a pro gamer.
And there are a few other minor things that are going on within that whole thing that I'm not going to speak on. Just because to me they're not that important. But that being said, this is not what I wanted for myself. When I started back up on YouTube, I essentially set out to create a gaming channel, a vlogging channel where I show my day-to-day life.
What are you talking about when you started out on YouTube? When you started out on YouTube 12 years ago, you wanted to become a famous little musician. You started a stupid vlog channel like 3 weeks ago, and you're sitting here acting like that's your origin story because you had an idea 3 weeks ago and it didn't work out. Well, what are you talking about? What are you actually talking about?
And a couple music channels. One where I release, my remixes, my DJ sessions, and all that. And then another one where I do vocal covers and I post up some of my dark artwork. But that being said...
2 from Hamburger Pimp. Ed's gonna call him a moron on his birthday. Absolutely is. And you know what? If he doesn't have a video for us, Steve's gonna go live and call him a moron on his birthday. We'll do a birthday tribute to Cyraxx.
This isn't just about me anymore. This isn't just about me being some random person on the internet that the trolls want to target and attack. This is about the safety of my family.
But wait, Cyraxx, I thought you were always doing this for your friends and your family. It's always been for my family, and then you turn around when you're retiring. Well, it's not just about me anymore, so you're admitting before. It has always been only about you and your little delusions and Cyraxx becoming famous and everything Cyraxx wants, and you turn around, well, now it's not about me anymore. Okay, cool. It's not about you anymore, totally.
This is about protecting myself and my family. And like I said, I don't know when I will be back. As I said, I don't want to retire from YouTube, but I have to do it in order to at least attempt to protect my family from harm. So I'm doing what I have to do to protect my family until this matter gets dealt with. Now, will I be trying to pursue a case against William Gloryhole? Yes.
Jesus. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Years of failure, police telling him there's nothing that can be done, him sitting here whining, video after video, nothing can be done, to the point where he's running away from the internet because nothing can be done to help him. But I'm still going to be trying to get the police to arrest William. I mean, that's still on the table, right? You know, it's... Yeah, okay.
That is my intent. Is to try to pursue a case against William Gloryhole and those that have put my family's lives in danger, as well as my own life in danger. How long that'll be and how long that will take is still to be determined. I don't know how long it'll take. It could take a week, month, or even a couple years. But in order to protect my family, I am walking away 100%.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he literally, like not even a month ago said the exact same thing. I gotta stay away for a couple months, maybe a year or two. And then he made like 56 videos since then. And now he's totally gonna run away and stay away this time. He's definitely not gonna come back tomorrow to do a show or do a little like how my retirement is going video. Like definitely this time he's gonna stay away for several months, if not years, I'm sure, guys.
And yeah, I hope that those of you that do support my work and have supported me and can have continued to show support for me.
The whole problem is no one's supporting you. That's been the whole problem from the beginning. And you always have to go, oh, well, all those people are supporting me. You know, I really appreciate you. The whole problem is no one supports you and never has. It's ridiculous.
I hope you guys understand why I have to step away. Because like I said, this isn't just, you know, random trolls on the internet making stupid comments or posting stupid dumbass videos critiquing me and attacking me. No. These are people that are deranged and sick and very evil, that are putting my family's life at risk. And I will not have my family's lives be put at risk, nor will I have my own life be put at risk. I don't know what the future holds. I don't know what is going to happen.
The future holds the exact same thing for you, Cyraxx. You're going to sit in your filthy attic. You're probably going to make more videos. But even if you don't make more videos, you're going to sit in your filthy attic and goon 24/7. Because that's all you do. That's all you're capable of. That's all you're ever going to be capable of. And you act like this is something, a future for you. What kind of future is this?
Happen.
Yeah.
But what I do know,
I really doubt there's any way his birthday is gonna pass. He's gonna get no gifts, no love, no attention, and he's just gonna stay silent. There's no way the little me monster, the ego master Cyraxx, is gonna let his birthday pass and not say anything when he is completely ignored by the world because no one cares.
is that I will not sit here and let my family be attacked. Because as I said last night in my fair warning to William Glory Hole and any troll that tries to do harm to me or my family, I will do whatever it takes to protect my family. So, in an attempt to protect my family, I have to walk away. As much as I don't want to walk away, I have to. These trolls are getting out of control. It is getting out of hand.
Yeah, it's the trolls that are out of control and out of hand. Not Cyraxx, the little screaming monster who was screaming at the police 2 days ago, who was screaming on William's panel a couple of days ago, or yesterday actually, I think, who was screaming at Sally several weeks ago, who screams at everyone in the world. It's everyone else who's causing it to get out of hand, not Cyraxx, the man made of screams.
It has crossed so many boundaries and so many lines that is insane. And I will not stand here and let my family be put at risk, nor will I let their lives or my life and myself be put at risk. Now, that being said, I've got some work to do because...
Yeah, Cyraxx has plans. Cyraxx has plans. He's not going to stay away. He's going to be making art and music and movies behind the scenes, guys. He's going to be behind the scenes, which means he's going to start new YouTube channels. He's going to try to post stuff, but it's not his face, so no one's going to be able to tell it's him, as he posts the same AI slop he always makes, and people are going to instantly be able to tell it's Cyraxx's new account. It's going to be terrible garbage. It's going to get mirrored on Goblin Records channel, and Cyraxx is going to come back and whine about people stealing his work, and he needs this work to make money, and it's all the trolls ruining his life.
I'm going to be doing research.
Yeah, the Darkness 2
to see what I can find out on all this stuff. But for those of you that have shown love to me and have shown support to me over the years, I appreciate you 100%. Now, that being said, I love you guys, and I will see you all whenever I see you.
Oh my god, the fucking hands. I hate the hands when he does that. He thinks he's being like a cool, 2010s YouTuber, doing the wild hand, because kids really like to look at that. It's just so annoying. It's so annoying, dated, and irritating for someone like him. 2 from Chatram. Steve from Machete Squad is the go-to for the Goblin lore. Thank you, I appreciate that, although I'm wrong all the time.
To my supporters and my fans that are all over the world, just know that I love you guys.
Yes, you can. If you want to just drift during the entire fun run, you can do that too. Whatever you want to do, it doesn't matter. It's a fun run. It's about fun and curing TCWL.
Your thoughts are always with me. I fucking love every single one of you guys. I'm always thinking about you guys.
Yeah.
And yeah. Here is, to me, going back to how things were back in 2016, where I was living a normal life.
You know, that was something I did like 2 years ago for some of my commentary videos. When he said his first, with that being said, I put a little countdown timer on the screen. Should I start doing that again? Because it's really depressing, but also kind of funny when you're watching a Cyraxx video and you hear, with that being said, and then you see a little countdown timer goes on, and it says 5.5 minutes left. And you're like, are you serious? You just said, with that being said, we still have 5 minutes left of this whining.
I will be seeing you guys probably within the next 6 months to maybe the next year or two, who knows. But if I don't see you guys in the next 6 months, then...
Yeah, definitely 6 months. He's going to be gone for 6 months this time. definitely gonna be 6 months. It's definitely not gonna be like a day or two before he makes another whining video. 6 months this time, guys. So we'll meet here on March 12th, 2026. We'll be here on March 12th, 2026 for Cyraxx's amazing return to the YouTube scene.
Chances are it's not over yet, and in that case, I do hope that you guys have a good Christmas, Happy New Year's, Merry Christmas, Happy Halloween, Happy Thanksgiving, Happy Birthday, Happy Easter, basically
Happy birthday, happy Easter. Cyraxx, Easter is more than 6 months away. And you don't know when anyone's birthday is. You're just trying to pretend by like, oh, I'll just wish you all the happy holidays in advance. And then they'll totally convince everyone that he's definitely going to be gone for 6 months and he's not going to come back tomorrow or the next day.
happy every single holiday. And yeah, I hope you guys are staying safe. Just know that for all my fans and my supporters, I'm always thinking about you guys. And yeah, I love you guys, and I will see you guys in the future. I love you all. Peace.
All right. Well, that was Cyraxx's amazing retirement. He's going to be away for 6 months now, guys. Going to be 6 months without these shows. I mean, what are we going to do? What are we absolutely going to do for the next 6 months as we don't have Cyraxx videos? I don't know. Don't know what we'll do. We'll just have to sit here and hope and pray that somehow magically he finds something important enough to make a video about, you know, today or tomorrow. You know, we'll see. We'll see. But, you know, that'll be for the future, guys. But, you know, as always, I appreciate y'all coming by. I will catch you guys at the next one. And I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day.